Hi everybody, my name's Chris, and today we're going to be doing some microphone testing. So my typical microphone that I use right here is the Sennheiser MD46. However, it's a chonker. That's really good when you're doing interviews, and it's great when you're in a non-confined space and this is on a mic stand, or if you need to hold the microphone, obviously. It's much better than the competition, which is the SM48/58. Now, what is the SM48/58? Well, they are very similar microphones, but this one has a few less parts in it, so it's cheaper, considerably. I got this for about 35 bucks. And then, of course, I have an extremely cheap lavalier microphone back here that we're going to be also using for an audio quality test with this great little metal adapter that I got off of Amazon. So, as you can tell, this is the MD46 with nothing except a windscreen on it, and the screen on both the 48 and the MD46 here have foam in the grill. Something important to note is I have used many SM58s, but I did not purchase an SM58 because I did not think the audio quality was any different. Also, for my voice and for most voices, the audio quality is roughly the same as the 58 and the 48. The difference is that this has a nicer pattern, frequency response, so that way when you're getting certain instruments with it, you're going to get a little bit more than if you had a 58. And since this is a microphone I have and I love, this Sennheiser MD46, it is ideal for talking. It is not as good for singing because there's a little less in the frequency response in certain places. But for me, for chatting, for talking, which is a lot of what I do, this is good. For singing, this is also a really good microphone. You do need to usually tweak it a little bit, either with some low-end cut or a little bit of a high-end to add some gold to a voice. But very little you have to adjust it. But if a SM58 from Shure is better than a Sennheiser MD46 when it comes to vocals out the box. But this is just a good all-around premium microphone. This should sound very close to a SM7B or a pod mic or any of those. The only issue is that it's a big, long microphone that's meant for holding and using for interviews. I think ergonomically for singing, this is actually a little bit better, but everybody has their own preferences. But as you can tell, the audio quality on the Sennheiser MD46 here is absolutely spectacular. There really are no complaints. Like I said, certain microphones for certain folks, certain strokes for certain folks. And, if you're doing more instrument miking, SM57 is really what you want to go with. If you're doing a mix of that and vocals, then you need a smaller microphone, but you still need that cardioid pickup pattern. 58 from Shure or 48 is going to be better. I think they sound so close. There's no point in buying the 58 because it's more expensive. But, to each their own. And then if you're doing interview work, this is a really great microphone because it's only 120 bucks. That is really expensive. This is the cream de la crop. Don't buy this unless you need a long stick microphone. If you're going with those little Rode or other lav kits, there are little adapters that give you a handle so you can use it as a stick mic. But if you're on a budget, you're going to see here, I do think the SM48 is absolutely acceptable. And while they're going to sound very, very close, really the difference in these two microphones is ergonomics and possibly doing less tweaking to your own voice in post to help bring out some clarity or some bass. That's really the only difference you're going to notice. And also, if you're playing guitar, you're probably going to want a 48. Even over a 58, you're probably going to want a 48 to mic that guitar. But of course, you can't go wrong with a 58. You can't go wrong with a 48, and you sure can't go wrong with an MD46. Lots of people like their SM7Bs, but if ergonomics don't really matter to you, it's a lot of money for a microphone. There's the MXL 990 as well, by the way, in this price range. Another fantastic microphone. I used it for years. I'm going to be picking up one because I think that's going to be better for doing this type of work, especially when this microphone needs to be in a bag and be out and be on shoots. That's definitely going to be more stay on the desk microphone. Then I have this as a nice little backup for in the field and in person, and if I need to record a guitar or if I need just two people talking. And then, of course, I have my lav mic, because you have to have a lav mic because you have to have a lav mic. So you've been listening to the MD46, which is $120. The Sennheiser MD46. This mic is built to withstand anything you can throw at it. It's built like hell. And to be 110% honest with you, you can run this over with a vehicle. It will still work. So will the SM48. But this has been a test of the MD46. Now let's do a plosive test. This is proper mic placement, so that way your plosives aren't just plowing. This is a good plosive test. This is how you should have your microphone set up, so it's slightly off axis, so that way you're not just going into the microphone. Now here we are. We're going to go directly into the microphone with my plosives, my purple plosives. Purpley plosive Peter Piper pinched a pepper. Hopefully that wasn't that bad. Now I want to take this exterior windscreen off. If you're in an extremely windy environment, this windscreen and this built-in windscreen into this microphone are more than enough. Plosive test. Ooh, I can already tell the difference. Plosive test without windscreen. Plosives, my purple plosives. They're going purple. That's rough. That's hard. Don't do that. Have this. All right, now we're going to switch to the SM48 with this windscreen because, come on, you need a windscreen. Hello. Okay, well, we got it coming in. Oh, this is a big capsule. We got a big grill. We got to get that around. All right. Okie dokie, artichokies. Let's get this up here. Hi, everybody. You're now hearing me on the SM48. You are now hearing me on the SM48. Let me adjust my levels to make sure we are loud. Okay, I added a little bit of gain. Nothing else has changed. All right, so you are now listening to me on the SM48, not the 58, the 48. Although you'd be hard-pressed to tell the difference. SM48. There's a little bit more handling noise. But overall, pretty decent. So, yeah, this is the, not the Sennheiser. I'm going to keep messing this up. This is the Sennheiser. This is the Shure. 46, 48. My God, so many numbers and acronyms. Jeepers, creepers, arta peepers. So once again, we're having proper microphone placement here. We're going to get this just off to my side. And we're going to have a little chitty chatterson here about the Sennheiser, not the Sennheiser, the Shure, oh my God, SM48, the Shure SM48. This is an audio test of the Shure SM48 with the windscreen. I can tell you right now, it's very close to the MD46, which is highly impressive, as the MD46 is probably one of the most loved microphones among camera people, because camera people don't get to have boards and other accessories that go between their microphone and their camera. You just have to go bare. Sometimes you can add a couple effects in camera, but usually you can't. Outside of a safety channel and a low cut, you're pretty much, that's all you got. So this sounds pretty good out of the box. I'm not doing much to it. And I'll probably replay the clips. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I probably will, though, with some voice over enhancer from Jarl's audio presets, because I'm a lazy bastard. I probably won't go into audition for this. I don't know. We'll see how bored I get. So, yeah, this has been an audio test of the Shure SM48. Now, let's take this windscreen off. You'll probably immediately notice the microphone has gotten a little higher, as in there's less low end. A windscreen usually adds a nice little vocal enhancement to people when they talk, especially if they have a voice. Now, some people's voices are too low end and you don't want that, but most of the time that really helps. So now, this is with the windscreen off. This is what it sounds like. It's a little different. Now let's put the windscreen back on and do a plosive test, because I forgot to do that. All right, windscreen's back on. Let's do a plosive test, a positively purple plosive precaution. Yes, a positively purple plosive precaution. I've been watching way too much Tom Buck. If you don't know who that is, Google Tom Buck with a B. because he has some wonderful alliterations. Now, back to the explosive test. Plosives, right here. Pretty good. Now the microphone's directly in front of me. This is probably what you should not be doing. Plosive, 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 plosive. At first, listen, it performs about the same as the MD46, a little better, but it's in the ballpark, which is a big deal that it's in the ballpark. Plosives, periplosives, purple periplosives. Now let's hit this windscreen off. So we're going to take the microphone back over this way. This is proper mic placement. Plosives. Your purple plosives are pounding my precautionary preparations. Plosives. Oh, that's terrible. That's bad. That's worse than the 46. Plosives. Periplosives. Peter Piper. Jesus Christ, that's enough of that. Just use this. Just use this. The difference is huge. And proper mic placement. Okay. Now we're going to try the lav mic. Yay! With this dingle dangle. It's a boya. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Right? Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. Our level was just a little too high. Okay, everybody. Right now, you're hearing me on my lavalier microphone, which sounds perfectly acceptable, especially for the price it is. This is no windscreen. I don't have a windscreen for it currently. I'm sorry. I know I'm a bad person. Where was I? Yes, of course. I forgot. So here we are. We're using the Boya lavalier microphone, which has way too long of a cable. Don't get a cable this long. It's a pain in the ass. I know some people are like, I like that it has a really long cable. It's a pain. You can just get an XLR cable and plug it in if you need a long cable. And also it requires a battery, which you should also try to avoid. But there are plenty of lavalier microphones. This is a Boya microphone, the Boya M1. There's a picture. That's what it is. So I used this for a lot of my new stuff last year and had no real complaints. Did put a windscreen on it, and that definitely helped. But this is it. Plosives are not going to matter because this microphone is obviously clipped here. Now I know you're saying, Chris, oh my God, I could see the microphone. What is wrong with you? Shut the hell up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you have a lavalier microphone. No one cares. I don't care. Okay, we hold our microphones and we talk really fast like this. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Wait, the camera's not moving. Why? The camera needs to zoom in and out. Whoa, bro. Oh my God. We're on TikTok. It's vertical. It looks like garbage. Yeah. Hi, everybody. As you can tell, we're back on the good old Sennheiser MD46. As you can tell, it sounds amazing. The SM48 is a good mic. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and do a quick wrap-up. So, you know, if you're in the ballpark of, I don't have $100 for a microphone, don't stress yourself. Don't push to get a $100 microphone because you don't need that right now. Wait till you make money. Then buy a nicer microphone. But don't buy more than $100 on a microphone. Please don't. Don't spend more than like $100, $150 on a microphone. Right? This is like the high end here. All right, don't be buying SM7Bs. They're way too dang expensive. You can get a pod mic. Don't NT1. You can get MXL 990. Don't spend. So, if you got $100, I would definitely say it's between the MD46 and the SM58. You just need to worry about your ergonomics. But if you don't want to spend $100, and really, why should you? The SM48. If you like the way this microphone right here sounded, buy this microphone. It's very well made, and it sounds amazing. I really would recommend this over the SM58, simply because of cost. All right, everybody, that's my mic recommendation. SM48, unless you want to blow $100. And if you don't want to blow $100, get the SM48. If you do want to blow $100, get the MD46. It's a great little microphone. Or the MXL 990. Really, you're choosing between ergonomics at that point. So if you don't care about ergonomics and you want to save yourself a lot of money, this really does sound amazing. So please, just buy this microphone, not in a 58. Save $80. Pick it up. I think that's it. I think that's it for this video. I'm going to cover this.